Hello everyone. Welcome to the solutions of the actual JIPMAT 2023 paper. You would be aware that the paper had three sections: maths, English and logical reasoning. There were 33 questions in maths, 33 questions in logical reasoning and 34 questions in English. So let's start with the solutions for the quantitative or the maths section. Let's look at the first question. The graph of the polynomial y is equal to f of x is shown. Then the number of zeros is. The question is asking me number of zeros. What do you mean by number of zeros? When I say number of zeros, meaning I have to find number of roots of that given equation. What are roots? Roots are values which will make the equation 0. So if I look at the given graph, can I say 1 point, second point and third point? These are the three values when my function is 0. Hence, the number of roots are 3, or we can say the number of zeros are 3, and hence the answer is second option. Let's look at the next question. Sonali buys 2 pen drives and the cost price is in the ratio of 5:6. If she sells them at 10% profit each, she earns a total profit of $22. In fact, rupees 22. What will be her total profit if she sells pen drive A on 20% loss and pen drive B on 30% loss? So the best way of solving such questions would be, I know that the cost price is in the ratio of 5:6. So let me assume the cost price of A is 50 rupees and the cost price of B is 60 rupees. Now, initially, she sells them at 10% profit each. So 10% of 50 is 5 rupees and 10% of 60 is 6 rupees. So what should have been my total profit? Can I say my total profit should have been 11 rupees? But it's given that she earns a total profit of 22 rupees. That means since I'm getting 11 and I want 22, I need to double my figures. So can I say cost price of pen drive A is not 50 rupees, it will become 100, and cost price of pen drive B will become 120. So now what does the question say further? What will be her total profit if she sells pen drive A on 20% loss? So A, cost price 100, 20% loss, meaning my loss is 20 rupees, and pen drive B at 30% profit, 30% of 120, 10% is 12, so 30% is 36. So can I say I have made a profit of 36 and a loss of 20? This is equivalent to saying I have made a profit of 16 rupees. Which option is this? This is nothing but option 1. Let's look at the next question. If I look at question number 3, there is too much of data given in the questions. So maybe at that given point of time, ideally I would suggest you should not be solving this question. Also, if you go through this question, you will realize there is statement 1, statement 2. That means this is one question wherein individually you have 2 questions within it. So actually you are solving 2 questions to get the answer to one question. Hence, in an ideal scenario, you should be leaving out this question. However, let's look at the solution to this question. Let's look at statement 1. 4 boys and 8 girls completed 1/3 of the work in 5 days. After that, 3 boys and 3 girls increased and they completed 1/3 more work in 3 days. If the remaining work is to be completed in 2 days, then the number of girls that should be increased is 32. So I need to check this. First of all, I have 3 sets of data. Can I say every time I'm doing 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 work? So let's ignore that work now. First thing, first condition, 4 boys and 8 girls can do a piece of work in 5 days. Now, 3 boys and 3 girls are increased. That means, can I say 7 boys and 11 girls can do the piece of work in 3 days? if the remaining work is to be completed in 2 days, then the number of girls to be increased is how much? So now I want to do the remaining work in 2 days. So the best thing to do is, let's find a relation between boys and girls. I know 4 boys and 8 girls will take 5 days. So instead of 5 days, let me assume I want to do the job in 1 day. Then how many boys and how many girls are required? Can I say I will require 20 boys and 40 girls? Similarly, 7 boys and 11 girls do the job in 3 days. If I want to do it in 1 day, how many boys and how many girls are required? Can I say 21 boys and 33 girls are required? Can I equate the two? So now, can I say I will get 7 girls is equal to 1 boy? So now, let's convert. I have 4 boys. I know 1 boy is equal to 7 girls. So 4 boys, can I say, will become 28 girls. So 28 plus 8, I have 36 girls. 36 girls can do my job in 5 days. So I want to do my job in 2 days. So can you find out the number of girls required? So how many girls are required? Can I say 36 into 5 upon 2? 2 ones are 2, 18. So number of girls required are 90. So let's look at how many girls do we have as of now. I know 1 boy is 7 girls. So 7 boys will become 7 sevens are 49 girls. So I have 49 girls and 11 girls. That means I have 60 girls as of now. I have 60 girls and I need 90 girls. That means I have to increase the number of girls by 30. But the question says I should increase the number of girls by 32. So can I say my first statement is false? Let's look at the second statement. The ratio of time taken by A and C to do a work is 1:2. So A and C ratio of time taken is 1:2. Now B is 166 2/3% more efficient than C. So if you convert this into a fraction, 166 into 3 plus 2 will give you how much? 498 plus 2, 500. 500 upon 3. So 5/3%. So 500 upon 3. So 5/3 times. So can I say B is 5/3 more efficient than C? So B is 1 plus 5/3 times C. That means if C does 1 unit of job, B will do 8/3 units of job. So ratio of work done by them is 3:8. So ratio of time taken for C and B, therefore, can I say should be 8:3? Now, can you write this 1:2 as a 4:8? So what is the ratio of time taken by A, C and B? When A takes 4 days, C takes 8 days, and when C takes 8 days, B takes 3 days. So ratio of time taken is 4:8:3. Now, what does the question say? Question say the time taken by B and C together to complete the whole work is 54 6/11 days. That's what we have to check for. It's given that A can complete the work, A can complete 6% of the work in 6 days. If A can complete 6% of the work in 6 days, that means 100% of the work can be completed in 100 days. Can I say this thing? So A is actually taking 100 days. So can I say time taken by A will therefore become 100. So I need to multiply this whole factor by 25. So B will take 25 into 8, 200 days. C will take, I'm sorry, it's not B, it is C who is taking this 200 days. And B will take 3 into 25, which is 75 days. So can you find out time taken by B and C now? I simply need to do 1/200 plus 1/75. My LCM is 600. So 3 plus 8 This is 11 by 600. This is work done. So time taken, can I say, will therefore become 600 by 11 days. If you do the calculation, you get exactly 54/6 by 11 days. Hence, I can say that my second statement is true. First statement is false, second is true. So which option will you mark? You can easily see option 4. Statement 1 is false, but statement 2 is true, and I will mark that as an answer. So do you realize how much time did I take? Not only there were 2 questions within that one question, but the data was also so large that I took time in solving this question. Hence, as I said earlier, ideally this question should have been ignored. Let's look at the next question. Which of the following statements are true in the context of circles? First statement. A tangent of a circle touches at 2 points. Can I say this is false? What is a tangent? A tangent is a line which touches the circle at 1 point. A line which touches the circle at 2 points is actually called as a secant. Second statement. A circle can have 2 parallel tangents at the most. Can I say this statement is true? So, if I consider a circle here, if I draw one tangent here, a line parallel to this will be diametrically opposite points. So, I can only have 2 parallel tangents at the same time. So, second statement is true. There is no tangent to a circle passing through a point inside the circle. So, if this is a circle, I have a point inside the circle. Can I draw a tangent? No. From any exterior point, I can draw tangents to the circle. So, second statement says there is no tangent. So, true. So, there are 2 statements which are true, B and C. So, which option will you mark? I will once again mark option D as the answer. Let's look at the next question. The difference, the sum and the product of 2 numbers are in the ratio 1:5:11. Difference, the sum and product of 2 numbers are in the ratio 1:5:12. The product of 2 numbers is 18. Now the question says product of 2 numbers is 18. So can I say my multiplying factor from 12 to 18 is a 1.5. So 5 into 1.5, 7.5, 1 into 1.5, 2.5. Let's check if this is possible. Now difference is 2.5. So let me assume x minus y is equal to 2.5 and the sum of 2 numbers is 7.5. So can I say x plus y is equal to 7.5? Add the 2 equations. What do you get? 2x is equal to 10, x is equal to 5. Now, if x is equal to 5, what is the value that y will take? Plug in x equal to 5 in this equation, you will get y is equal to 2.5. So, I got the 2 numbers as 5 and 2.5. So, what will be the product? The product of these numbers, can I say, is 5 into 2.5, which is 12.5 and not 18. So, can I say statement 1 is false? Let's look at statement 2. The last digit in the decimal representation of 2 raised to 91 is 6. I want to find the last digit of 2 raised to 91. I'm sure you are aware the cycle for 2 is 2, 4, 8 and 6. This is the cycle for 2. If you want to find the last digit of 2 raised to 91, what do? I divide 91 by 4 and check for the remainder. Can I say 91 when divided by 4, remainder is 3? So if your remainder is 1, my last digit would have been 2. If the remainder is 2, my last digit would have been 4. And since my remainder is 3, my last digit should have been a 8 and not a 6. Hence, my second statement is also false. Hence, can I say both my statements are false? So, which option will I mark? I will mark option B, which says statement 1 and statement 2 both are false. Okay, let's look at the next question. The probabilities that A, B and C can solve a problem independently is 1 by 3, 1 by 3 and 1 by 4. The probability that only 2 of them are able to solve the problem. So first thing, the question says only 2 of them are supposed to solve the problem. So let us list down or let us write down the possibilities. Can I say one possibility is AB will solve the problem and C cannot solve the problem? Or AC will solve the problem, B cannot solve the problem? Or BC will solve the problem and A do not solve the problem? So these are the three cases. Once I have listed down the three cases, just keep writing the probabilities and let's do the calculation. So A solving the problem 1 by 3, B solving the problem 1 by 3, C solving the problem is 1 by 4. So C not solving the problem will become 3 by 4. Next, A solving the problem 1 by 3, C solving the problem 1 by 4, B solving the problem is 1 by 3. So B not solving the problem will become 1 minus 1 by 3, which is 2 by 3. Similarly, B solving the problem 1 by 3, C solving the problem 1 by 4 and A not solving the problem will become 2 by 3. Now, whenever we come across such calculations, please do not do intermediate calculations. What do I mean by that? Don't cancel out this 3 with this 3 or don't cancel out this 2 with a 4 and so on. Let's keep my base same, which is 3 into 3 into 4, which is 3 3s are 9, 9 4s are 36. Now simply multiply the numerators. So 1 into 1 into 3, 3, 1 into 1 into 2, 2, 1 into 1 into 2, 2. So what do you get? 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7. So my answer is 7 by 36. Which option? This is option B. Let's look at the next question. The total number of seconds in P weeks, P days, P hours, P minutes and P seconds is how much? I'm looking at the total number of seconds. So let me keep P seconds as it is. Now I have P minutes. So how do I convert minutes to seconds? Can I say I will have to multiply by 60. So this will become a 60p. Now I have taken care of this and this. I want P hours. How do I convert hours? P hours is, can I say 60 minutes? And 60 minutes I will have to multiply by 60 again. So this will give me 3600p. P hours taken care of. I have P days. So one day has 24 hours. So now I have a 24p. So can I simply multiply this with 3600 from the above calculation? You will get the total number of seconds. So how much does this turn out to be? You will have to do a 36 into 24. 4 6 are 24, 4 3s are 12 to 144. So this will give me 86400p. Done with P. Now weeks. A week has 7 days. And I have already converted days into seconds. So I simply multiply from my earlier calculation. So what will I get? 864 into 7. 7 4s are 28. 42 plus 2, 44. 56 plus 4, 60. So this will give me 604800p. So now I have converted everything in terms of seconds. So what am I supposed to add? I am supposed to add 604800p plus 86400 plus 3600 plus 60 and this 1 will make it a 61. So let's simply add this up and you will get the answer. So 1, 6, 10, 18, 10, 11, 14, 9, 6. So 694861. 694861. I can see option P and that is my, option D and that is my answer. Okay, let's look at the next question. Two identical solid cubes of sides 5 cm are joined end to end. So let's assume I'm drawing a 2D figure rather than a 3D figure. So this is one cube, it is joined by another cube. So what happens therefore? This length will therefore become 10 units. My breadth will remain a 5 units and a height will remain a 5 units. Now what are we supposed to find? The total surface area of the resulting cuboid. So what is surface area of a cuboid? can I say surface area is equal to, or total surface area is equal to 2 times LB plus BH plus LH. So what is LB? 10 into 5, 50. What is BH? 5 5s are 25. What is LH? 10 into 5, 50. So this will become a 2 into 125. So my answer is 250 centimeter square. Which option is this? This is option B. Okay, let's look at the next question. Given below are two statements, one is labeled as assertion and the other is labeled as reason. So what is the assertion? Assertion is sum of first 100 even natural numbers divisible by 5 is 45050. And what is the reason? Sum of first n terms of an arithmetic progression is given by n by 2 a plus l, where a is the first term and l is the last term. So I can definitely say that my reason is a true thing. That's a formula to find sum of finite arithmetic progression. Now let's see whether my assertion is right or wrong. So let's look at the data. It says sum of first 100 even natural numbers divisible by 5. Which is the first even natural number divisible by 5? Can I say 10? The next number will be a 20. The next number will be a 30. Going on till I want 100 number. So can I say it will be 10 into 100, which is 1000? Is this an AP? How do I find the sum? The sum of how many terms are there? 100 is equal to n by 2. We just saw the formula, n by 2 a plus l. A is the first term and l is the last term, which is 1000. Can I say this is 50 into 1010? What is 50 into 1010? 50500. That means the sum of first 100 terms has to be 50,500. Is it 45050? No. That means my assertion is wrong. So which option will you mark? A is false but R is true. So option D is the answer. Okay, let's look at the next question. Given below are two statements in the context of throwing two different dice together. Statement 1. The probability of two numbers obtained have an even sum is 0.5. So when you throw two dice and if you add up the numbers that you get on the two dice, can I say the sum will either be an even or the sum will be odd? Hence, the probability of getting an even sum or the probability of getting an odd sum has to be a half. Hence, statement 1 is true. Let's look at statement 2. The probability that the two numbers obtained have even product is 0.75. Now, when will my product be even? My product will be even if one of the numbers shows me an even number on the dice, then my product will be even. So to answer this question, what do? Is I know that my sample space is 36. If I subtract cases which will give me my odd numbers, product as odd, then I will get even product. So when will product of two numbers be odd? Product of two numbers will be odd when both my numbers are odd. So what is the possibility of getting an odd numbers? Can I say the first die should either show a 135 and the second die should also show a 135. So can I say how many cases are there? There are 3 into 3. There will be a total of 9 cases which will give me product as odd. I don't want that 9 cases. So can I say my favorable cases will become 36 minus 9, which is 27, and my sample space is 36. So what is 27 by 36? It is 9 3s are 9 4s are 3 by 4 or 0.75. Hence statement 2 is true. Can I see both my statements are true? So I will mark option A as the answer. Let's look at the next question. The radii of two cones are in the ratio 2:3 and the volume is in the ratio 1:3. Then the ratio of their height is, we are looking at cones. What is volume of a cone? Can I say volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r square h. So if you take a ratio of volumes of two cone, what do you get? my 1 by 3 pi being a constant factor will get cancelled out. You will get R1 square over R2 square into H1 over H2. So what is ratio of volume? That's given to me as 1 by 3. What is ratio of radii? That is given to me as 2 by 3. But I want R1 square upon R2 square. So that will become a 4 by 9. And I want to find ratio of height. So from here, can I say my H1 over H2 has to be a 9 by 12, which can be reduced to 3 upon 4. Hence, my answer option C. Let's look at the next question. The mean of x, y and z is y. Then x plus z is 2y. So the first statement says that the mean, that means the average of x, y and z. So what is the average of x, y and z? X plus y plus z divided by 3. This is equal to y. If you cross multiply, you will get x plus y plus z is equal to 3y. So I can say x plus z is equal to 2y. So can I say my first statement once again is a true. Let's look at the second statement. The median of the given set of numbers is 43. So now let's check how many numbers are there first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers. I have 9 numbers. So can I say my median will be 9 plus 1, 10, 10 by 2, the fifth term. So what I will have to do? I will have to arrange my numbers in ascending or descending order. Let's try to arrange the numbers in ascending order. So which is the smallest number that I have? The smallest number is a 15. The next smallest number which I can see is a 28. After 28, I can see a 31. Remember, I need not arrange all the numbers. I just want the fifth number. After 31, I can see a 32. And after 32, I can see a 43. So do you see my fifth number is 43? Hence the median has to be 43. So the second statement is also true. Let's look at the third statement. The mod of the given numbers is 3. What do you mean by mod of numbers? When I say mod, meaning that number occurs maximum number of times. So if I look at the numbers given, do you see 3 is repeating 1, 2, 3, 4 times? Do you see any other number being repeated 4 times? I can see 4 being repeated only twice. That's it. That means 3 is occurring maximum number of times and hence has to be our mod. So the third statement is also true and hence I will mark option D as the answer. Let's look at the next question. On the looks of this, it looks to be a Venn diagram question. So let's try to get a Venn diagram here. In a survey of 100 students, so I have a total of 100 students, the number of students studying various languages were found to be English only. So it says English only. So please read properly and input properly. English only is 18. English but not Hindi is 23. That means, can I say this part should be a 5? And let me assume this is Hindi. English and German is 8. So if this is German, English and German has to be 8. So this turns out to be 3. English is 26. So total number of students who have taken or who are studying English is 26. So I now know 18 plus 8 is already a 26. That means this part will become a 0. German 48. German 48. But I will get 2. I am not able to complete my diagram. Let's hold on. German and Hindi is 8. So can I say this will become therefore a 5? Now 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 5, 13. I have already taken care of 13. That means only German has to be a 35. And no language is a 24. That means there are 24 students who will lie outside the circle and they don't study any other language. So can I say if 24 students lie outside the circle, the addition of numbers inside my circle has to be a 76? Using this, I can find out the number of students who are studying only Hindi. So let's find that out. 18 plus 8 is a 26, 26 plus 5 is a 31, and 31 plus 35 is a 66. So can I say only Hindi should be 10 so that my total becomes a 76. Now let's look at what the question is asking. Which of the following statements are true? Number of students who are studying Hindi. Number of students who are studying Hindi is this 10, this 5 and this 3. So that makes it 18. So yes, my first statement is true. Number of students who are studying English and Hindi is 3. Do you see English and Hindi is this 0 and this 3. So correct. Second is also true. Number of students who are studying English, Hindi and German is 3. That means intersection of the 3 which I can see from here is 3. So again I am getting all my statements as true. So I'll mark which option? I'll mark option D as the answer. Let's look at the next question. Given below are two statements. Once again we have so many questions which are of this type of questions. Okay, sometimes they are easy, sometimes they are time consuming. Let's look at the first statement. X square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to x minus 2 the whole square is not a quadratic equation. So let's simplify. If you simplify this, your left hand side is x square plus 3x plus 1. And what is my right hand side? X square, it's an x minus 2 the whole square. So x square minus 4x plus 4. So do you see my x square gets cancelled out? What I am left with is only x. The statement says this is not a quadratic equation is correct. So statement 1 is true. Let's look at statement 2. The nature of roots of the given equation is real and equal. Now, when you are finding nature of roots, what is that we are finding? We are finding delta. What is delta? B square minus 4ac. And I know that my delta has to be 0. When my delta is 0, then I can say my roots are real and equal. So let's check delta. What is delta? As I said, b square minus 4ac. What is b in this case? The coefficient of x, which is 2 root 3 minus 4. What is a? A is the coefficient of x square, which is 1. And what is c? C is this constant term, which is 3. So what is delta? 4 into 3, 12. 12 minus 12. Is it 0? Yes. So are my roots real and equal? Yes. So statement 2 is also true. So again, both my statements are true. So in this case, I mark option 1 or option A as the answer. Let's look at the next question. If the pair of linear equations 2x plus 3y equal to 7 and 2px plus p plus q into y equal to 28 has an infinite number of solutions, then p and q can take what values? So first thing, question says I have infinite number of solutions. When will my number of solutions be infinite? Can I say I will get an infinite solutions when both these equations are same? So if you have rather than two equations, just one equation with two unknowns, then I can say that both my equations are same and we will get infinite solution. So in case of an infinite solution, as I just said, both this equation should be same. So let's simply compare the coefficients. So what is the coefficient of x here? 2. What is the coefficient of x here? 2p. Or what you could do is, we know that for an infinite solution, an a1 by a2 should be equal to a b1 by b2 should be equal to a c1 by c2. Where what is a1, a2? The coefficients of x. So 2 and 2p. What is b1, b2? The coefficients of y. So 3 and p plus q. And what is c1, c2? The constant term, which in one equation is 7 and the other equation is 28. So can I say this should be equal to 4? So can I say this 2 gets cancelled out? So if I compare this and this, I get p equal to 4. And if you observe, if you look at the options, do you realize there is only one option and hence that will be the answer? However, if you just want to check for Q, can I say 3 upon P plus Q is 1 upon 4? This 1 upon 4 can be written as 3 upon 12. So P plus Q will become a 12. With P being a 4, can I say Q will become a 8? And hence I can verify that my answer is right. Hence P is equal to 4, Q equal to 8. Answer is option 2. Let's look at the next question. The difference between the circumference and radius of the circle is 37. What is circumference of a circle? 2 pi r. The difference between circumference and radius is 37. So can you remove r common? So this will become a 44 by 7 minus 1 is equal to 37. So r into 44 minus 7, we will get 37 upon 7 is equal to 37. That means, can I say r is equal to 7? Now what is the question asking me? What is the circumference of the circle? So can I say circumference is 2 pi r. My 7 gets cancelled out. What I am left with is 2 into 22, which is 44. Which option? Option C. Let's look at the next question. A and B be two events such that P of A is 0.25, P of B is 0.5 and P of A intersection B is 0.14. The probability that neither A nor B occurs is what we are supposed to find. So you can definitely use the formulas and so on. What I am going to do is, I am going to solve this question using a Venn diagram. What is P of A? 0.25. What is P of B? 0.50. And the intersection is given to me as 0.14. So can I say only probability of A has to be a 0.11 and only probability of B has to be a 0.36. So what is my probability of A union B? It will become a 0.11 plus 0.14 plus 0.36, which will turn out to be how much? 0.61. And what is the question asking? Probability that neither A occurs nor B occurs. So the probability of neither A nor B occurring will be 1 minus 0.61, which is a 0.39. Which option? Option C. Let's look at the next question. K square minus 1 is divisible by 8 if K is. So now question says K square minus 1 is divisible by 8. That means it is some multiple of n or some multiple of 8. Now what is K square minus 1? Can you write it as a K plus 1 into K minus 1? Can I say this is product of two consecutive numbers, K plus 1, K minus 1? Correct. So can I say for this to be a even number, my value of K has to be an odd integer. So unless K is an odd integer, odd plus 1 will give me an even and odd minus 1 will also give me an even. So even into even will result in an even number. So K has to be an odd integer and hence option 4. Let's look at the next question. Once again, we have started getting questions of two statements. Let's look at the first statement. The volume of a right circular cylinder of base radius 7 and height 10 is 1540. Let's check. How do you find volume of a cylinder? It is pi r square. So 7 into 7 into height 10. 7 gets cancelled out. I know 22 into 7 is a 154 into 10 will give me a 1540. So statement 1 is definitely true. Let's look at statement 2. The total surface area of the cylinder having a radius of 14 and height of 30 is 3872. Let's check. What is total surface area of cylinder? It is 2 pi r into r plus h. So everything is given. We just need to calculate and check whether we get a 3872 or not. So 2 into 22 by 7 into radius is 14 and r plus h is 14 plus 30, 44. 1 7 gets cancelled out. So now we are looking at 2 into 22 into 2 into 44. So or I can say it's a 2 into 44 into 44. Or it's a 88 into 44. So let me do a 88 into 11. What is 88 into 11? 968, and now I am multiplying by 4. So 4 8s are 32, 4 6s are 24 plus 3 27, 4 9s are 36 plus 2 38. I get a 3872. Is this what we are looking out for? Yes. So statement 2 is again true. Both my statements are true. So you should mark option A as the answer. Let's look at the next question. The mean of 25 observation is 36. If the mean of first 13 observation is 32 and that of the last 13 observation is 39, then the 13th observation is how much? So the question says I have a total of 25 observations. So 1, 2, 3 going on till, let's say, a 13, 14 going on till 25. These are the 25 observations that I have. The mean of 25 observation is 36. That means sum of all this 25 numbers is 25 into 36. What is 25 into 36? 3600 upon 4. So sum of all the numbers is 900. The mean of first 13 observation is 32. So can you find out sum of this 13 observation? Can I say sum is going to be a 13 into 32? What is 13 into 32? 13 2s are 26, 13 3s are 39 plus 2, 416. So the sum of the first 13 numbers is 416. Also, the mean of the last 13 observations is 39. So the last 13 observations will be from 13 to 25. Their sum once again will become a 13 into 39. What is 13 into 39? 13 into 40 will be a 520 minus 13. So this is 507. So can I say, if you look at the calculation that we are doing, this number 13 is coming 2 times. Hence, if you want to find the 13th observation, can I say it is simply 507 plus 416 minus 900. This is what we are supposed to do. Sum of 13 numbers, sum of last 13 numbers minus the total. So what is 507 plus 416? It is 923. And 923 minus 900 will therefore give me 23. So the 13th observation is therefore 23, and hence B is my answer. Okay, let's look at the next question. If the 8-digit number is divisible by 88, then 2A plus 5B is how much? First thing, when is a number said to be divisible by 88? For a number to be divisible by 88, can I say number has to be divisible by 8 and 11? If a number is divisible by both 8 and 11, then the number will become divisible by 88. Now, rule for 8. What is rule for 8? I have to check for the last 3 digits. What are the last 3 digits? 6, 5, B. Let's divide this by 8. I know 8 8s are 64, remainder 1. So now this is a 2-digit number in tens and I need it to be divisible by 8. So can I say the only possibility will be when B is equal to 6. This number will become 16 and the number 65B will become divisible by 8. So using this, I have got the value of B to be 6. Now, so the number will become 5A324656. Now, rule for 11. Let's look at numbers at odd places. 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 5, 17. And number at even places, A plus 2 plus 6 plus 6. So 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 2, 14. This is 14 plus A. Now for the number to be divisible, can I say this difference is either a 0 or a multiple of 11? For a difference to be a 0, can I say my A has to be a 3? If I plug in A as 3, this will also become 17 and difference will become 0. Now, for the difference to be 11, the value of A will not be a single digit number, it will become a 2-digit number. Hence, I can say that my A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 6. But what is that you are finding? You are finding 2A plus 5B. So 2A is a 6 and 5B is a 30. So 30 plus 6, 36 is my answer, and hence option A. Let's look at the next question. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. So let's draw a diagram with angle B equal to 90 degree. BC is equal to 5 and AC minus AB is equal to 1 unit. That means, can I say that if AB is X, AC has to be an X plus 1? Okay, now either I can form a quadratic equation or I can form an equation and get the value of X. However, we should remember some Pythagoras triplets. And if you know Pythagoras triplets, can I say 5, 12, 13 is a triplet? So the difference of the other two sides is 1 year also here. So I can easily say that this side has to be a 12 and this side has to be a 13. Now what is that we are finding? 1 plus sine C over 1 plus cos C. So sine C, this is my angle C. How do you define sine C? It is opposite side upon hypotenuse. So sine C will become a 12 by 13. And what is cos C? Adjacent side upon hypotenuse, so this will become 1 plus 5 by 13. So you will get a 25 by 13 over 18 by 13. My 13 will get cancelled out. What I am left with is a 25 by 18. Hence answer is fourth option D. Let's look at the next question. How many proper divisors, that is divisors other than 1 and 7200, does 7200 have? So basically this question is asking me number of factors of the number 7200. And once I find the number of factors, I need to remove 1 and 7200. That means 2 factors I need to remove. So let us find number of factors of 7200. So to find number of factors of any number, what I'm going to do is first factorize that given number. So can you write this as a 72 into 100? 72 is an 8 into 9 and 100 is a 4 into 25. So 8 can be written as 2 cube, 9 is 3 square, 4 is 2 square and 25 is 5 square. So I can finally write this as 2 raised to 5 into 3 square into 5 square. Now I'm sure that if you know that if my number is of the form a raised to x into b raised to y into c raised to z, then number of factors is given by x plus 1 into y plus 1 into z plus 1. Hence, number of factors in this case will be this 5 plus 1 6, this 2 plus 1 3, this 2 plus 1 3. So 6 3s are 18, 18 3s are 54. So the total number of factors are 54. But what did I say? I need to remove 2 factors, 1 and 7200. Hence my answer is 52. Please read the question properly because 54 is also there in the option, and in a rush I might mark 54 as the answer. Let's look at the next question. Now I want to find square root of 3 plus root 5. I'm sure you are aware of this method, how to find square root of number which is of the form a plus or minus 2 root b. It is very similar. I don't have a 2 there. So can I rewrite this number as I'm finding a square root of 1 by 2 into 2 times 3 plus root 5. So what does this become? Root of 1 by 2 into 6 plus 2 root 5. Now I want to find square root of 6 plus 2 root 5. That's what my aim is. Is it of this form? So can I say, if you write this as 6 as a 5 plus 1 plus 2 root 1 root 5. Can I therefore write this as a half into, can I say this will become a root 5 plus root 1 the whole square. Hence, if you check what is that you will get a root 5 by root 2 plus a root 1 by root 2. Which is this option? This is nothing but option 2 and hence the answer. Let's look at the next question. Amicable numbers are a pair of distinct natural numbers such that the sum of the proper divisors of A and B of A equals to B and the sum of proper divisors of B is equal to A. Now given that 220 is a 220 comma y, what does this mean? Y is sum of all the factors of 220 and 220 is sum of all the factors of y. So can you find out y therefore? That's what the question is asking and it is clearly given here. For example, proper divisors of 10 are 1, 2, 5, 10. So how do I find sum of the factors of 220? First thing, as usual, let's factorize. Can you write a 220 as a 22 into 10? So this is 2 into 11 and 10 is 2 into 5. So 220 is 2 square into 5 raised to 1 into 11 raised to 1. So now how do I find sum of factors? So sum of factors will therefore become 2 raised to 0 plus 2 raised to 1 plus 2 square into 5 raised to 0 plus 5 raised to 1 into 11 raised to 0 plus 11 raised to 1. So what is this? 2 raised to 0 is 1, 2 raised to 1 is 2 and 2 square is 4. So 4 plus 2 6 plus 1 7, 5 plus 1 6, 11 plus 1 12. So it's a 42 into 12. What is 42 into 12? Can you write this as a 420 plus 84? So this will give me 504. So do you see 504 is there in the option? No, I don't see 504 in the option. So this question has been dropped. If you look at the actual GMAT and the JIPMAT answer key, you will realize this question has been dropped because the actual answer is not there in the option. The answer is actually 504. Let's look at the next question. Once again, there is a question based on two statements. So let's read the first statement. Ratio of speed of boat in still water to speed of water current is 2:1. So let's check. There is one data which is given. Aman takes half time in rowing a distance downstream than upstream. So time taken downstream is half of time taken upstream. What is downstream? Can I say time taken downstream? Downstream is distance upon A plus B, where what is A? A is the speed of the boat and what is B? B is the speed of current. This is equal to 1 by 2 times D over A minus B. Now my D gets cancelled out. Let's just solve for this. You will get 2A minus 2B is equal to A plus B, or can I say A is equal to 3B? Or what is the ratio that we are looking out for? Ratio of speed of boat in still water to speed of water. That means I am looking at the ratio of A is to B, which is nothing but 3:1. Am I getting 2:1? No. So statement 1 is therefore false. Let's look at statement 2. The speed of boat in still water is 6 kilometers per hour. Then the speed of water current is 2 kilometers per hour. Do you realize this is true? The ratio is 3:1. That means when A is 3, B is 1, or if A is 6, B is 3. So given A is 6, B has to be a, sorry, not a 3, you're multiplying by 2. So B has to be 1 into 2, 2. So second statement is therefore true. 1 is false, 2 is true. So check which statement should you mark? 1 false, 2 true. So answer is option D. Let's look at the next question. if sine theta minus cos theta is a 0, so can I say sine theta minus cos theta is 0, so sine theta should be equal to cos theta. When is sine theta and cos theta equal? Can I say for theta equal to 45 degree? So best thing, just simply plug in this value here. So what is sine 4 45 plus cos 4 45? I know sine 45 is a 1 by root 2. So this becomes 1 by root 2 the whole raised to 4 plus 1 by root 2 the whole raised to 4. So this is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. What is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4? 1 upon 2. Which option? Option B. Let's look at the next question. Find the number of integral solutions of the given equation. Now, do you see there are so many fractions in this question? So what do I do is, let me assume y plus 1 by y is equal to a. So if you square this, what do you get? Y square plus 1 by y square plus 2 is equal to a square. Now, what does this equation become? I have taken y plus 1 by y as a minus 2 times, can I say from here y square plus 1 by y square is a square minus 2. This is equal to 9. Let's write this in form of a quadratic equation. 7a minus 2a square plus 4 is equal to 9, or 7a minus 2a square minus 5 is equal to 0, or minus 2a square plus 7a minus 5 is equal to 0, or 2a square minus 7a plus 5 is equal to 0. I want to find roots of this equation. I am looking at two numbers whose sum is minus 7 and product is 10. Can you give me two numbers whose sum is minus 7 and product is 10? Those two numbers will be a minus 2 and minus 5. So ideally my root should have been 2 and 5, but coefficient of a square is 2, so I divide by 2. So what are the two roots of this equation? The two roots of this equation is 1 and 5 by 2. But remember, this is value of a and I am interested in y. So you'll have to plug in the value of a here and get the values of y. So let's assume a is equal to 1. So y plus 1 by y is equal to 1. So if you multiply by y, what do you get? Y square plus 1 is equal to y, or y square minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. If you look at delta for this equation, what do you get? Delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. Do you realize delta is negative? Hence, in this case, I will get imaginary values of y. So a equal to 1 is not giving me any integral value of y. So now let's assume a is equal to 5 by 2. So y plus 1 by y is equal to 5 by 2. If you multiply by 2y, what do you get? 2y square plus 2 is equal to 5y, or 2y square minus 5y plus 2 equal to 0. Now, I am looking at two numbers whose sum is a minus 5 and product is a 4. Can you give me two numbers? Those two numbers are minus 1 and minus 4. Ideally, my root should have been 1 and 4. But I have a coefficient, so I divide by that coefficient. So what are the two roots of this equation? Half and 2. So do you see I get one integral value? Hence the answer is option B. There is only one integral value of y which will satisfy the given equation. Let's look at the next question. A 30-meter deep well with diameter 7 meter is dug and the earth from digging is evenly spread out to form a platform of size 22 by 14. I want to find the height of the platform. First of all, what is a well? A well is considered to be a cylinder. So can I say volume of my cylinder should be same as volume of this platform, which is nothing but a cuboid. So what is volume of a cylinder? Pi r square. The diameter is given to me as 7. So please keep that in mind. So 7 by 2, 7 by 2, and height of that is 30. This is equal to volume of cuboid. What is volume of cuboid? 22 into 14 into the height. So h is what we have to calculate. So now do you see 122 gets cancelled out? 17 gets cancelled out. 17 gets cancelled out with this 2. This 2 gets cancelled out with this 15. So what is the height that I am left with? I am left with a 15 by 4. What is 15 by 4? Can I say 15 by 4 is 3.75? So the height is 3.75. Hence option B. Let's look at the next question. In a chess championship having 300 entrants, a player is eliminated whenever she loses a match. It is given that no match results in a draw. The number of matches that are to be played in the entire championship. Can I say this is nothing but a knockout tournament? What is a knockout tournament? If a player loses, they are out. So it's a very simple question. You need not get into dividing that 300 entrants into 150 groups of 2 each and so on. Not needed at all. Can I say I have a total of 300 participants? How many can win? Can I say only one participant can win? Hence, how many participants has to lose? Can I say 299 participants have to lose? If 299 participants have to lose, and I know that in every match there is going to be one loser, can I say I have to play 299 matches? Hence, the total number of matches simply becomes 299. Let's look at the next question. The expression 2x cube plus ax square plus bx plus 3, where a and b are constant, has a factor of x minus 1 and leaves a remainder of 15 when divided by x plus 2. I want to find the value of a and b. So let's look at the first condition. Can I say x minus 1 is a factor of the given polynomial? That means if I plug in x equal to 1 in the given expression, I should get a remainder of 0. So let's plug in x equal to 1. What do you get? 2 into 1 plus a into 1 plus b into 1 plus 3 is equal to 0. So 2 plus a plus b plus 3 is a 0. From here I get a plus b as a minus 5. Let's look at the next condition. What is the next condition? It says when you divide by x plus 2, remainder is 15. That means when I plug in x equal to minus 2, the given expression will give me 15. So let's do the solution. So 2 into minus 2 the whole cube plus a into minus 2 the whole square plus b into minus 2 plus 3. This should give me a 15 now. So minus 8 into 2 minus 16, 4 into a 4a, b into minus 2 minus 2b plus 3 is equal to 15. So what do you get? 4a minus 2b minus 13 is equal to 15, or 4a minus 2b is equal to 28, or 2a minus b is equal to 14. So do I have these two equations? Can I solve for it? Simply add up the two equations. If you add up the two equations, what do you get? I will get 3a equal to 9, a equal to 3. Plug in a equal to 3 in any of the given equations, you will get b equal to minus 8. So a equal to 3, b is minus 8. Which option is this? This is second option. Okay, let's look at the next question. Sumit has 90,000 with him. He purchases 3 items A, B and C for rupees 15,000, 13,000 and 35,000 and puts the remaining money in a bank that pays compound interest at 15% per annum. After 2 years, he sells off the 3 items at 80% of the original price and also withdraws his entire money from the bank by closing the account. What is the total change in his asset? Now, this looks to be a little calculation oriented question, looking at the options also, because I have two options which are very, very close to each other. It's a minus 4.152 or a minus 4.325. This shows that I will have to do an exact calculation. So let's do the calculation. He purchases 3 items worth how much? 15,000 plus 35,000, which is 50,000, plus 13,000, which is 63,000. So I have already spent 63,000 here. What is the amount left with me? I had 90. So can I say the amount left with me is 27,000. This 27,000 he is going to put it in a bank which gives me compound interest at 15% per annum. So let me find the compound interest here. What is 15% of 2700? Can I say 10% is 2700 and 5% is 1350. So I will say that the interest for the first year is 4050. Now I want to find 15% of 4050. Can I say 10% is 405 and half of that will be 202.5. So what is my interest for the second year? My interest for the second year will be 4050 plus 607.5. So that turns out to be 4657.5. So what is the interest that I have got? The total interest that I have got is 8707.5. That's a total interest that I have got. Now let's read what does the question further say. After 2 years, he sells off the 3 items at 80% of the original price. So can I say, since he is selling at 80%, I will be making a loss of 20%. So what is 20% of 6300 or 63,000? Can I say 10% is 6300? So 20% has to be double of this. So I have made a loss of 12,600 and I have made a profit of this interest. Do you see my loss is more? Hence, at least can I eliminate my second and the fourth option, because it says that there is an increase of plus 3 or plus 5%, whereas I know that now it is a decrease. So I'll have to calculate what is the decrease in my asset. So can I say 12,600 minus 8707.5? This is the loss that I have made. So can you calculate the value here? What is the value that I will get? It is 3892.5. So I have made a loss of 3892.5 over 90,000, because that's the amount which I had into 100. Now you may not get into actual calculation. If you actually do, I know 9 4s are 36, remainder is 2, 9 3s are 27. So this has to be 4.3 something, cannot be a 4.1 something. So answer is option C. Yes, there is too much of calculation that we are doing. So ideally this question has to be left out or to be done towards the end. Let's look at the next question. The area of a circle that can be inscribed in a square of side 6. So this is a square of side 6. There is a circle which is inside the square. The side is 6. That means, can I say radius of the circle will therefore become 3. So what is area of circle? Pi r square. So do you see area is 9 pi? Which option? Option D, straightforward question.